welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead. Let's get started right away for our 60-minute vinyasa flow. We'll begin this practice just in a comfortable seat on our mat. So feel free to sit cross-legged or stack your leg on top. You even want to start to open those hips a little bit. Feel free to take a long extended Suptavasana. Full feet together. As you settle in your seated posture, feel free to bring those hands onto your legs. Palms down, a little bit of grounding, really settling in. Palms up, you just need a little bit of energy, a little bit of focus. Start to close your eyes. Begin to settle, become attentive to your breath. Feel your long, deep inhales and exhales. Maybe finding that slight constriction in the back of your throat, making that oceanic sound as you breathe, building a little more heat. Maybe you want to relax the jaw, relax the face. A couple open mouth inhales, exhales. Just really start to feel that breath travel up and down your spine, up your lungs, your ribs. Just kind of following your breath on your inhale, draw your shoulders to your ears, and exhale, start to roll them down. Take that a few more times, just slow and steady. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll them down. Feel free to start to release those arms a little bit. Kind of moving through all points of that circle, up and back. And finish out that last one. And then just reach your arms up towards the ceiling. You can have your eyes closed. Interlace your hands behind your head. Just let your elbows open wide. Maybe start to lift your chin towards your ceiling. Think of starting to open up the throat, front of the body a little bit more. Slowly bring your chin to your chest. Elbows can stay wide or point down towards the ground. Again, lifting your chin towards the ceiling, open elbows wide. Looks like a little cat and cow in your upper back. Your chin to your chest. Take that 2 more times. Lifting up. Then chin to chest. And 1 more, lifting up. And relax that chin to your chest. And then lifting back up. This is where you can blink your eyes open. Just release to the right side, up and over, a little side stretch. You can clench that top fist and then point your knuckles towards the ground. Lift those knuckles towards the ceiling. And again, back down. Feel free to stay there, just up and down, or add in some full circles in the wrists. Your circling go both ways. And we'll take some big arm circles. And both directions. Coming up through the center, switch to the opposite side, up and over. Again, just start by clenching that top fist. Turn your knuckles down towards the ground. And then turn them towards the ceiling. And you can just go straight up and down there. You want to add in those full circles. Both directions. Take big arm circles, warming up the shoulder. Both ways. And then sitting up nice and tall. Just walk our hands forward, maybe tenting up to your fingertips as you fold over your legs. And from here, feel free to sway a little, maybe side to side. Maybe almost coming up in a little bit of a cat back. Soften. You want to kind of walk your hands towards one side and the other. We'll come all the way into our tabletop. Take those full cat and cow. So transition how you need. Begin to move fully through that spine. Inhales, that nice big arch. Exhaling, cat back. I'm going to still add in maybe kind of forward and back rocking as you do so. You take a little bit of those side to side. Take a few more rounds exploring some movement with your breath. And then you can begin to find your way to your neutral tabletop, that nice long spine. From here, we'll tuck our toes. Just sink our hips towards our heels, getting a little stretch in the soles of the feet. And then just shifting back forward, stacking shoulders over wrists. Do that again, just pressing back. And shifting forward. Now this time, we're going to keep those toes tucked. We're going to hover our knees. And now start to press back. Good. Keep your hips low. And then shift forward back into that hovering tabletop. Again, rock your weight back. And shift forward, 2 more, press back. And then shift to that hovering tabletop 1 more time, press back. Hovering tabletop, and then this time we'll stretch long into our down dog. Feel free paddling through those feet, maybe even roll out the ankles. Shift the weight into one hand, foot. Maybe upper body, check point, nod your head yes. Shake it no. Settle into our down dog, and like a thread the needle, we're going to take our right arm across the body and reach towards the left side of our mat or even towards your left leg. Option to find a deeper bend in your knees or bring your feet closer to your hands. And we'll switch it out. So like a thread the needle, take that left arm, cross the body, reach towards the right side or your right leg. Hands to our mat. Continue to walk your feet up to take ragdoll. Any amount of bend in your knees to help release low back, release those hamstrings. Take those variations in the upper body you like best. stay here a little bit longer if you want to switch your hands. Find our forward fold, zipping legs together. Keeping our chin to our chest. On your inhale, softness in the knees, halfway lift, long, flat back. Exhale, fold. Do that again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, Tadasana, standing tall, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just following your breath, maybe faster or slower than my cues. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold our left foot back, low lunge. Take a moment, you can rock a little bit forward and back. We want to settle into our crescent moon, front knee right over our ankle, back knee coming down, reaching fingertips high, palms facing in. And left hand to our low back, little half bind. And then start to lift our chin and chest. Hands to our mat, we'll lift that back knee and just quarter turn to our wide forward fold. From here, adding a twist, so left hand stays down, right arm up to the ceiling. Hands coming back down, turning to our front foot. And 3 leg down dog, float that right leg to the ceiling. Feel free to bend and straighten the leg. Roll the ankle. Some big hip circles. And drawing that right knee to your nose as you come forward, low lunge. Step up, top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Tadasana as you inhale, lift up, hands into heart center. Take another round of breath. Inhale. As you exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Folding right foot back, low lunge. You can take a moment, rock a little bit forward, back. And our crescent moon, knee down, front knee directly over the ankle. Fingertips high, palms facing in. Right hand, low back, half bind. Left fingertips, chin, chest to the ceiling. Hands to our mat, quarter turn wide, forward fold. Keep that right hand down, left arm high, open arm twist. Both hands to our mat, to our front foot, low lunge. 3 leg down dog, stretch that left leg high. And maybe roll the ankle, take those hips circle, bend and straighten the knee. Draw that left knee to our nose, cat back, step it through, lunge, come up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Tadasana, standing tall, reach up. Draw those hands in with your breath. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, left foot back, low lunge. Crescent moon, right away, knee down, fingertips up. Half bind, left hand. Right arm up and back. Now hands to our mat. We'll take a little half split and we start to pull that right leg, nose to knee. Now as we shift forward, untuck that back foot, and we're going to come forward into a little standing split. And then soften the leg you're standing on. Bend your knee. Slowly float those left toes back down. Return to your half splits from here. Untuck those toes, sink your hips back. Again, shift forward, rock your weight up into your standing split. One more time, low lunge, melt down, half splits, lengthen back. And coming forward, half standing splits, lift up. And feet together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Pass, now lift up. Hands in. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold, release. Halfway lift. Fold, right foot back, low lunge. Crescent moon, knee down, fingers. Right hand, low back, half bind. Chest, left arm reaching. Hands to our mat, finding half splits. Lengthen that left leg, nose to knee. And you're shifting forward. Untuck those back toes. Come up to your standing split. Bending, soften the leg we're standing on. Float the toes down, low lunge. Knee down, half split, pull back. Two more, shift forward, launch up, standing split. Bend the knee, low lunge, half splits, come down, lengthen back. One more time, come forward, standing split. And feet together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Tadasana, reach. Open arm twist your left arm behind you. And take a moment and really pull your left hip back and allow your body to twist and then realign. Pull that hip forward. Notice that back arm might reach a little bit more to the side. Try to just twist through your rib cage. Shifting the weight into our right leg. Draw your left knee in. Lower body stays. Square the shoulders to your front. One leg Tadasana. Warrior one, left toes and heels, step back. Chest expansion, interlace those hands. Shoulders can roll down. Lifting our chin and chest as we inhale. Slowly exhale as you bring your chest forward. Humble warrior. Think of that right side, right rib cage, right shoulder on the inside of our right knee and actively kind of pressing that right leg open. At the same time, back heel is pressing into the ground. Hands to our low back. Release the arms, come back up. Warrior one, lift tall through the chest. We'll take it wider to our warrior two, opening out. We'll just straighten that front leg. Hands can come to our hips and take a moment and just tick-tock those hips. And then re-bend that front knee, extend, reaching out through the arms. Full breath in. Exhale, extend side angle out. Maybe top arm comes all the way overhead. Feel that long left side. Now inhale, reverse triangle. Stretch the leg. Feel your right side lifting up. Two more like that. Exhale, extend side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, extend, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Low lunge, hands come all the way down. 3 leg down dog, stretch that right leg out. Hold that right leg as we high plank. Stack that right foot on your left heel, and then just press your hips back up to the ceiling. Try to press that left foot into the ground. Your right foot's probably floating. And then unwind both feet into your down dog. Take an inhale, look forward, lift your heels, bend your knees, sink your hips towards your heels, and then just rock your weight back into your high plank. Again, bend your knees, sink your hips back, and then press forward, high plank. Now bend your knees, sink back. Maybe you walk step, maybe you take 2 little floats up to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Tadasana, lifting top. Open arm twist, right arm reaching back. Now as you twist, allow your right side to really open up behind you. And then try to square that right hip back towards the front. Notice your arms might be a little bit more to the side. Shift the weight into your left leg. Draw your right knee in. Lower body stays square. Your shoulders to the front. Right leg steps back. Warrior one. Opposite thumb on top. Chest expansion. Roll the shoulders down. Now inhale, lift up. Slowly exhale, coming into humble warrior. Drawing that left side to the inside of our left leg. We'll release our hands. Bring those arms up, warrior one, lift up. Taking our warrior two, open up a little bit wider through the feet. Again, we're going to straighten that front leg. Just tick-tock your hips a few times, up and down. And re-bending that front knee, extend the arms out, reaching long. Breath in. Exhale, extend side angle. Maybe take that top arm all the way overhead. Feel that long right side. Now inhale, reverse triangle. Feel your left side lift up. Exhale, extend side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, extend side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Low lunge, hands all the way to our front foot. 3 leg down dog, stretch that left leg. Now hold that left leg as we high plank. Stack that foot on top of your right heel. And then repress back. Right foot's pressing into the ground. Left leg is probably floating just a little bit. Unwind into your down dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, sink your hips back, look forward. And again, press into your high plank, launch forward. Again, bend your knees, sink your hips back. Stretch into your high plank one more time, bend your knees. Now you can take that walk step or maybe a float, jump up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale as you fold, crouch and curl, nose to knee. Because zipping your legs together in the middle. Coming up to our fingertips, we'll start to lift our chin and chest. Taking this really low chair position. So start to reach your arms up. Maybe a little more forward instead to relax the shoulder. Hips are pressing behind us, chest is forward and up. At any point, you can bring your weight into your heels like a true chair. Or maybe you start to press up into your drinking bird. Hover your heels as you start to lift up. Squeeze everything in towards the middle. Again, weight can come back into your heels. Rock your weight back or stay forward. Feel your breath. Release both heels down, stretch tall. Take a little back bend. Open the shoulders and elbows. Inhale, Tadasana. Open arm twist, just our left arm reaching back. Hips stay square to the front. Drawing our left knee up. Option to stay here at your yogi toe lock. Maybe start to slowly kind of kick that foot out, finding a little more extension in your left leg. Now from wherever you are, rock your weight into your standing heel. Rather than pitching forward, keep the weight back. Whether you're taking yogi toe lock or keeping your knee bent. Come up to our one leg Tadasana, standing tall, settle in. This time, high crescent lunge, back heel stays lifted, lift tall. Right elbow underneath our left eagle arm. Inhale, think of lifting up, little bit of a back bend. Slow and steady exhale, finding this humble crescent, elbows to our front knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, humble crescent, draw those elbows in. One more, inhale, lift up. Exhale, humble crescent. Inhale, lifting up. Unwind the arms, high crescent lunge, lift tall. Warrior two, back heel down, press open. Anyways, from here, we'll take our extended side angle, reaching out and down. We'll stay here a little bit. Option to add your half or working your full binds. You can look up, forward, or down. Whether you're having your half bind, full bind, or maybe you're keeping a little more extension through your body. Two more breaths. Use your binds. Can start to release reverse triangle. Stretch that front knee. Lift up and back. Cartwheel hands to front foot. Low lunge. 3 leg down dog. Stretch that right leg. Hold that right leg as you high plank. Maybe keep floating that leg as you chaturanga, high to low. Breath in as you lift up. Exhale, down, down. Breath in as you need. Breath out. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, sink your hips. Just press to your high plank. Again, bend the knees, press back. High plank this last time, coming forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or float. Forward fold, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl, nose to knees. Squeeze those legs together, lifting our chest, a low chair. Reach those arms. Slow and steady. Any point, weight can rock to our heels. Or keep those heels lifted as we press up to our drinking bird. Find your breath. Heels down, stretch tall, back bend. Press forward. Inhale, Tadasana, square to the front. Open arm twist, right arm reaching back. Shifting into our left foot. Right knee pulls in. You can stay. Maybe add that yogi toe lock. Maybe you start to extend that. Right leg forward. Again, keep the weight into your heel rather than leaning forward with your leg. Find your way to your one leg Tadasana, squaring to the front. High crescent lunge, step back. Left elbows coming underneath, eagle arm. You'll inhale, lift up, little back bend. Slow and steady, humble crescent, elbows towards our front knee. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, humble crescent. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, humble crescent. Inhale, unwind, coming high, crescent lunge. And warrior two, press down and open. So we'll settle into extended side angle, reaching out and down. And we'll stay here a bit. So if you wanted to add your half bind, or maybe adding that full bind, again, feel free to change your focus. Or if you start to take your bind and it feels like it's too much, maybe for the sides or your shoulders, you can back out, finding a little more length and extension through the side body. Wherever you are, 2 breaths. Binds can start to release, reverse triangle, stretch up. Hands to our front foot, low lunge. 3 leg down dog. Maybe hold that leg as you high plank. Keep holding it, chaturanga, come forward. Release, up dog. And down dog, settle in here. Always in your down dog, take just a couple breaths. As you're ready, looking forward, right away, bend your knees, walk, step, float to your forward fold. Find your halfway. Exhale as you fold. We'll separate our feet. You can take it a little bit or pretty wide. Either your garland pose or your yogi squat. Garland pose, both soles of feet will stay on our mat. As you bend your knees open, hands can come to heart center. If you know that's too much for your Achilles or anything, feel free to take it more of your garland pose. Heels stay lifted, out, knees are out, but maybe you just kind of start to fold towards the ground, maybe stack your fists. You know, he's here. Think of this checkpoint, just like when you were seated at the start of your practice. Just feeling your center of gravity kind of sinking down. Close your eyes, feel your breath, find your breath. Start to release your hands back down, stretch those legs up into your forward fold with feet together. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, Tadasana, standing tall. Hands into our heart center. We're going to start to draw our left knee into our chest, finding our one leg Tadasana. From here, we're just going to move through a couple rounds of airplane back into our one leg Tadasana. So think of it as just like when we were flowing through those eagles, your gaze is slowly coming up, and then your gaze is slowly tracking down. So we're gonna just inhale. You can start to bring your arms behind you. Think of leaning into your high plank as you press that left heel back. Now draw that left knee. As you start to come up with your arms, let your focus come back up high. An airplane, reaching everything back, gaze comes forward. Stabilizing in our right hip and our right leg to find that balance, float back up. One more time, full airplane, reaching back. Draw that left knee, arms come high, one leg to Tadasana. Now stepping back, high crescent lunge. Settle into both feet. Hands to heart center. We'll take our prayer twist to the right. You can stay tall or you can bring elbow to your knee. See if you can avoid just really collapsing on your leg, instead lifting up, finding a little more space between our chest and our leg. So maybe you hover, maybe you barely touch down. From here, we're going to come up to our warrior two, press down, opening one. Now straightening out that front leg, taking our triangle. When we tick-tocked our hips, press them back, reaching out, reaching down. Now we're going to just use that left arm to kind of pull us up. Find your reverse triangle. And again, reaching out, think of really pressing into your back hip. Lengthen forward and down, take your triangle. One more time, left side pulls you up, then reach that right side up. And take your triangle. We'll stay here a couple rounds of breath. Maybe top arm comes overhead. Maybe you add that half bind. Again, think of lifting up and out of your bottom leg a little bit more. We'll bend that front knee and just bring our arms back out to a T. And then from here, turn that back leg low lunge. 3-leg down dog, stretch that right leg. From here, we'll take our back bend, flip our dog, bend our knee. Come around, press up, maybe even lift your heels if you want to take it deeper. Slowly come back around. You can chaturanga float that leg or hold it or take your down dog, breath in. Breath out. Inhale, look forward, walk, step, float, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Tadasana, standing up. Drawing those hands in. Just start to draw our right knee and finding that balance first. And yogis, this is a slow and steady moving through our breath. And again, that focus traveling down and slowly coming back up. We'll move into our airplane, reaching your arms, kick that right heel, leaning forward. And then just rewind, bend that right knee and let your arms come with you, lift back up. Airplane, reach back. Draw that right knee in. Think of stabilizing by using your left glute, left leg. Reaching back. Again, coming up to your one leg, Tadasana, settle in. Step back, high crescent lunge. Finding both feet. Hands into our heart center. We'll twist to our left. Again, you can stay tall. You can hover. You can find a little bit of connection. Rather than pressing all your weight down, try to use everything and lift up and out. We'll release up to our warrior two, reaching out. And you can start to straighten that left leg, press your hips way back, reaching forward, reaching out. Then coming down, float the arm into your triangle. Now again, your right side kind of pulls you up, ripple through, lift up, reverse triangle, extend that left side. And again, triangle, hips are really pressing back, reaching out and down. Again, inhale, reverse, lift up. And take your triangle, we'll settle in. Think of floating a little bit higher off of that left leg. Arm can come towards your ear. And you can take that half bind. We'll bend the front knee, reaching your arms up. And just hands to our front foot, low lunge. 3 legs down, dog. From here, we'll flip our dog, bend the knee, give it around. As we reach up, again, maybe you lift your heels, take it deeper. If you flip back around, you can just hold that leg. Maybe take a final chaturanga as you float high to low, steady breath in, steady breath out. Nice. From our down dog, we're going to inhale that right leg high, reach it up. Draw your knee to nose, cat back. Inhale, right leg high. Knee to nose, coming to pigeon, so bring that shin forward. We'll tuck those back toes and kind of scoot our hips back. Just bring our hands to our hips first, kind of walk them up. Lifting tall now, if you want a little bit more in your left hip flexor, kind of like a runner's lunge, same kind of stretch. You can tuck your back toe and maybe try to even lift your back knee a little bit off the ground. So really think of tucking and then trying to press your left heel away. You might start to feel that left side. Anyways, if you want to add a quad stretch here, you can do same or opposite arm as leg. If you are ready, you just want to come down, focus on the outside of our right hip, sleeping pigeon. We'll have about 10 to 12 breaths here. So feel free to take a couple of those options if you like to do so. Slowly start to just press back up to your hands. We're just going to shift onto our right hip. We're just going to swing that left leg kind of around to bring it up and out to the side, tucking that right foot still back in. Sitting up nice and tall. Take a little easy twist. Left arm crossing the body, right arm reaching behind us. And then as we counter twist, we can start to fold over that left leg. Walk those hands out towards our knee. slowly come back up. We're just going to extend both legs straight out in front of us. A little bit of a shake. And we'll just kind of hug those knees in. Hands can come underneath the legs or even on top. Leaning back, finding a little boat pose. And maybe just staying here. Or if you want to, you take a couple rounds, roll through your spine, come back up. Maybe try to take that boat for a moment as you roll up. Keeping your knees to your chest, squeezing everything in. Maybe try to get enough momentum so you can kind of cross. And then just press back into your down dog. Breathe, settle in. And from your down dog, float that left leg half. Knee to nose, cat back. Again, stretch that left leg up. Knee to nose, shin comes forward to pigeon. And tuck those back toes. See if we can scoot our hips back a little bit. Hands walking towards our hips first and just lift up. You can stay here or again, tuck back toes. And maybe try to float that knee a little bit, really press through your heel to find that right hip flexor. If you wanted to add your quad stretch, same or opposite arm. And if you're ready to melt down into your sleeping pigeon, about 10 to 12 breaths. And you have a couple options if you want to move through them. Slowly press up to your hands. We'll just sit onto our left side. Just swing that right leg up and out to the side, keeping that left foot tucked in. An easy twist, left arm behind us, right arm crossing the body. And as we unwind going the other way, we can start to fold nose towards our knee. Come back up, extend those legs full out in front. And rebending your knees, hands underneath or on top of our shins. Finding that boat pose and float. Stay here. Again, you can kind of roll through cat back a few times, coming up. And then yogis, if you want to roll down and take it into either your plow or hands at your low back, come up to your shoulder stand. You're not feeling any of that extra elevation as you come down. Feel free, just move into your legs up the wall, maybe even sliding hands or something underneath your low back. Think of just kind of releasing your lower body, letting it dangle shoulder stand. Even in your plow, letting gravity just pull those legs overhead. If you have your legs up the wall, you want to kind of shake them out. Maybe roll out your ankles. Those plows, ear pinning pose, shoulder stand, start to return back into the floor. Legs up the wall, you can start to bend your knees into your chest. Take a moment into our happy baby pose. Add yogi toe lock inside or outside grip. Our hips and lower body rock, and also let your head rock, maybe in the opposite direction. A little extra spiral, or even nod it up and down. We're going to plant both feet to our mat about hip width distance apart. And just kind of lift your head, making sure that your knees are pointing straight up, that they don't roll out to the side. If it helps, you can think of putting a little more weight on your big toe. We're going to think of almost like we're squeezing our legs all the way together, though they'll still be slightly separated. And then just keep your right leg exactly where it is, nice and stable. And then just let your left leg fall open. Now you might have to kind of allow that left foot tuck inward. If it helps, you can kind of butterfly wing your left leg a few times. And then see if you can just let that left leg relax, maybe even kind of gently massage up and down that left hip. Now, yogis, you can stay here. If you want to, you can tuck your left foot behind your right heel. We're trying to keep that left knee falling open. Right knee is pointing to the ceiling. Arms down at our sides. So again, you can stay here or engage your right glute and start to lift your right hip up. Think of it as like your bridge pose, but with that left knee falling open. Arms can help to press into the ground. If your right hip is lifted, slowly start to roll down one vertebrae at a time. And then from here, just let that right knee fall to our left, or maybe even cross the body a little bit further, finding your way to your supine twist. Maybe let those arms expand out wide. Nice and gently come back to the center. If there's anything you need to do to kind of massage out that low back. And we're going to switch that all for the opposite side. So replanting our feet up again about hip width distance. Take a moment, make sure we're pressing into our big toes. Knees are actively pulling towards the middle. Left side stays stable. Start to release that right knee open. Again, you might have to kind of untuck that foot. Just butterfly that right knee a few times. Stay here or tuck that right foot behind your left heel. You maybe kind of massage down that right hip a few times. staying where we are grounded, or arms at our side, engage your left glute. And then start to press up into that one half leg bridge. Left knee is still going to keep pointing straight up. Notice if you are lifted, slowly roll down. Left leg can fall to meet our right or even cross further. Finding your twist, expanding again the upper body, the arms out wide. Bring those legs back to the center. Any last movements, adjustments, things you need to take. And as you're ready, drawing your forehead to your knee, squeezing close as you inhale. And then exhale. And just send your physical body down. Settling in to your last posture, your Shavasana, whatever resting pose feels best. Yogis, maybe for today, as you stay here for the next few breaths, just really focused on the physical body, releasing that tension, trying to just let go. Maybe with each breath, think about a part of the body and almost sending your breath there. Maybe instead, you want to focus mentally. A lot of things happening, a lot of things out of our control, a lot of change, uncertainty. So just like when you think of your body physically, sending that breath, think of your headspace, mental state, same idea. So whenever you inhale, sending your breath to one thought. When you exhale, let it drift away, let it blur into the background, let it go. Each new breath is a new chance to redirect, to refocus, to start over, to start anew, refresh. Continue to breathe. Know where you are. Bring your attention to awareness in. Taking a couple open mouth inhales and exhales. And as you start to move out of stillness, if you're ready, making your way onto one side. Just kind of keep your attention on your breath. Last lingering thoughts. Knowing you can come back to it, you can revisit it at any point with your breath. You close out your practice in a comfortable seat. Hand on your heart center and hand on your low belly. And always with all that uncertainty, with all that change, like this idea, I stand before what is with an open heart. With an open heart, I dwell in possibility. One final inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Light being in